I must have come to certain conclusions after doing this for as long as I have. The 10 hottest female characters illustrated and animated in the past 10 years are: Number 10, Tsunashi Kaoru from I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. Kaoru is everything I've ever wanted out of a woman. She's blonde, she drinks, she's sexually aggressive but chill as fuck to hang out with, and is perfect to be the wife of the anime blogger she's married to, and whom my life is the spitting image of. The only reason she's not higher on the list is that the way she's drawn in the anime isn't really that hot. It's everything else about her that I'm so attracted to. Number 9, Aozaki Toko from Kara no Kyokai. The only thing Kaoru was missing was a cigarette in her mouth, but Toko has that covered. She's a little scary, a lot insane, and full of twisted wisdom, and with a captivating hair color. Plus her voice has been coming out of my phone every day for the past couple of years.
Hi! Genki!
Number 8, Imai Midori from Shirobako. Diesel-san has one of the cutest pairs of glasses in town, and she's brimming with drive and unbridled passion for writing in a way that reminds me of myself at her age. Watching her fills me with energy, and then every so often I'm reminded that she's also really, really hot. Number 7, Hiiragi Kagami from Lucky Star. Kagami is odd because her body isn't much to speak of, but something about those eyes just keeps me in check. Over half of the girls on this list have upward slanted eyes, so maybe it's just my thing. Kagami also has my favorite fashion sense in anime, and arguably got me to pay attention to characters' outfits. But I'll admit she's been in my thoughts more for all the official posters pairing her with Konata and showing off her legs. Number 6, Taneshima Popura from Working. Here I'll out myself as a bully. Nothing in this world is more fun than picking on the few people who are shorter than me for being short, and nothing is hotter than a really tiny girl with really big boobs. I can't even pretend there's more to it than that Popura has a near perfect body. Number 5, Tsunemori Akane from Psycho Pass. Akane is my favorite anime character because I love to watch her and I love how she fits into the story surrounding her, but at first I hadn't even really thought of her as hot per se, and then the movie came out and it changed my mind about that. The hairstyle takes some getting used to, but it really grew on me along with her. Number 4, Suruga Kanbaru from Bakemonogatari. Every girl in the Monogatari series belongs on a list of the hottest anime girls, and everyone has a favorite. Kanbaru is mine. 50% of that is her bubbly fun and outwardly sexual personality. The other half is that she's fucking cut and wants you to know it. Number 3, Tosaka Rin from Fate Stay Night. Takashi Takeuchi has drawn too many beautiful women. I couldn't get away with just one, and it's not like Saber and Arcwade would be missing from honorable mentions, but Rin has this fascinating combination of regal brilliance and casual loose attire that I find alluring. This in spite of the fact that I've never managed to finish any of the shows or games that she's in. I just really dig her aesthetic. Number 2, C2 from Code Geass. Every time someone posts a picture of C2 on A, I go into a frenzy. I don't know how Clamp accomplished a show with so many hot girls and still managed to have her pull out as the one clearly built for sex. This is the level of hotness where personality is just straight up irrelevant. I would put up with anything for a body like this. Number 1, Suzumiya Haruhi from The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. In my mind, there is no greater sex icon than Haruhi. Maybe because she was the hotness at the time that I got into anime blogging 10 years ago, and I haven't stopped thinking about her since. I was literally her age when the show came out, and now I'm a creepy old man still thinking about how she looked back then. But I know I wasn't the only one who suddenly had a thing for ponytails after disappearance, and I will put my foot down that no one has ever looked better in a bunny suit. The specifics of how her shirt clings to her chest has been my metric for the correct bust size for most of the past decade. It's not improbable that a lot of my taste in anime girls has been shaped by her, so I can't possibly take her from this spot.
But Digi, I thought you liked lolies. Where's all the lolies?
Lollies aren't hot. They can be cute, pretty, etc., but that's their core appeal. They're not hot. Sure, in the hands of skilled artists, they can be dolled up hot-like, but those are exceptions to their core character. They have to be transformed to hotness. These 10 hot girls, however, can be lollies whenever they want. But why would they? 10 years is a hell of a long time. 40% of my life, in fact. I'd been an anime junkie for 5 years when I started my blog, 10 if you count my childhood Pokemon obsession, so let's say as long as I can remember. The list of things blogging has done for me is too long to recount in a timely fashion. For at least the past 4 years, my life and livelihood has revolved around it. I've met most of my friends and acquaintances online as a result of it, and even been around the world, one time to the Philippines to visit Ghostlightning, whom I owe not only a lot of my education as a writer to, but also the format of this video. I'll never be able to thank him enough. In this decade, I've started exponentially more projects than I've finished, and have more on the back burner than it would be wise to disclose. I've found that there's no greater curse to my work than to suggest that I'm working on it, but luckily my random pangs of inspiration have consistently guided me to having something to talk about. And even more luckily, and incredibly, those tangents have been loved enough by an audience that they pay me to do it, and at a salary I never imagined I'd have doing this job. I'll never be able to thank them enough either. In spite of everything, I feel like I've got a long way to go and a lot of development to do. Whenever I see something I haven't done yet, or imagine doing better than what I've done so far, it feels like the end of this career is stretching farther and farther into the future. In the coming months, I intend on traveling to meet many of the friends and fans that I've made through this job, and then to give a panel as an invited guest at the biggest anime convention in the country. It's not even a slight exaggeration to say that I'm living my dreams, however goofy those dreams may have been. So here's to everyone who works on anime and who makes it real, to everyone who watches and partakes in the community in whichever way that you do, and to everyone who watches my videos and talks to me about them here on YouTube. Here's to another decade of Digibro never shutting the fuck up. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.